what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, man, let's talk about Shawn Porter, ultimate participant, ultimate competitor, one of the few throwback fighters in boxing, but does he deserve to get those fades back with Keith Thurman? Does he deserve, he's chewing on a door lock, does he deserve to get those fades back with Errol Spence? And, even if he beat Danny, does he, do people want to see that, man? We know Shawn, once again, he'll fight anybody, anytime, any place. He's won some solid fights. He beat Paulie. You know what I'm saying? He ran through Devin Alexander, ran through both of them like nobody had at that point in time. So, the question is, does Shawn Porter deserve those tune-ups, and do the fans want to see those rematches? Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And, like I said, Shawn Porter, wish every fighter had the heart of Shawn Porter, had the competitive nature of Shawn Porter. I'm going to start off on a positive note, okay? I wish everybody was a fighter like Shawn. You know what I'm saying? I wish everybody took these fades like Shawn. Shawn may not have taken every fade that we wanted him to take when we wanted him to take. But once again, Shawn Porter, he doesn't control his career. And I'm going to get into another video. Depends if I drop it. I'm going to drop that video after this one. Okay, I promise. Well, I'm nothing to chew on. But, to keep going forward, do I really want to see him rematch Errol Spence? Unless it was immediate, I would like to see him rematch Errol Spence. Do I really want to see him rematch Ugas? From Ugas' standpoint of view, Ugas is becoming the people's champ. Ugas, whoever runs his Twitter page, he actually interacts with the fans. Ugas, whoever is telling him to interact with the fans and get more on social media, I call him Ugas, but a lot of people I'm going to call him Ugas. A lot of people, love Ugas, and they want to see Ugas get a world champion. I ain't heard nobody that, that hated on Ugas. Ugas is probably the more likable Cuban fighter without having to hate another fighter. You know how Ortiz was the flavor of the month because people didn't like Deontay Wilder. Ugas is legitimately really, really liked by people because he plugged it directly to the streets. Ugas don't need no middleman like Fox or Inside PBC. Ugas is plugging to the streets. And I want to see Ugas do well. I don't care if Ugas beat Crawford or he beat Errol Spence. You're not going to hear no cry from me. So, from a personal standpoint of view, do I want to see Ugas get them fades? Absolutely. But I didn't see Shawn Porter versus everybody. And Shawn Porter, I don't think, the only rematch Shawn Porter got, if my memory serves me correctly, was with Julio Diaz, Joel Diaz's brother. And they had a close fight. A lot of people thought Julio won the first fight. You may remember Julio, he had beat up, he was dropping Amir Khan in the UK, if you remember that fight, and he fought Keith Thurman. He was a lightweight, and to me, he beat Shawn Porter. It was a close fight. I'm not going to say it was a robbery. They did it again. Shawn Porter beat him, okay? That's the only rematch I know Shawn Porter getting, and that's because Shawn Porter gave the rematch. So Danny Garcia could have gave him a rematch in January. He didn't want to. Keith Thurman, he was injured, so he ain't give him a rematch. Earl Spence got mandatories, which Shawn is number 1 in the WBC. For people who don't know, nobody understands their rankings and how Danny is number 2, but he's the mandatory. Just do the switcheroo, make Danny number 1 and Shawn number 2. So I think more people would rather see Earl versus Shawn Porter than Danny Garcia 2 versus Danny Garcia. But Al Heyman allegedly paid for Danny Garcia to be the number 1 contender. But like I said, Shawn has always been close. He's never got an opportunity other than Julio Diaz, to right his wrong in a rematch. But quite frankly, a lot of these fights are stale. I would like to see Shawn move up and fight other weight classes, that he came from, 54, 60, 68. I think they said he fought as high as 75 in the pros because he was a football player and he had that weight on him. So me personally, Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter, if they give it to us, they give it to us. I'm not knocking the fight, but to me, it's a little stale. Shawn and Danny, I don't think he really deserve a rematch. If Danny don't want the rematch and he lost, and he ain't hell bent on getting that rematch versus Shawn Porter, and he could have fought him in January. If he ain't tripping on it enough, then I really ain't tripping to see it that much. Shawn must have beat his ass to the point where he ain't tripping on that fight, world champion and not world champion on the line. Then you continue to go on, and you say Errol Spence. Do I want to see it again? Yes, but then again, do I want to see Spence in there with Pacquiao and Crawford first? Absolutely, Spence is right. He got bigger fish to fry. So, for me personally, Shawn, he done showed us everything he can at 147, besides getting those key rematches. If he would get those key rematches, then cool. But to me, it's time for him to move on up like the Jeffersons. It's time to move up. You done did everything, and I do agree that he got the bad end of the stick on some fights and some decisions, but that's the way boxing goes. The popular fighter, they get the benefit of the doubt. That's why you always got to have power in boxing, as far as punching power and popularity. Them the two P's sometimes you got to have. But, I just think, elite participant, elite competitor. But to be honest, I'm really not tripping on seeing him. Fight those guys again. I'm not, because he fought those guys at their best. I don't know what he's crying about. He usually sleep around this time. I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of like almost to the point. I'm exaggerating a bit. Like Bernard Hopkins beating Roy Jones way later in their career. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like Keith Thurman beat him 4 or 5 years ago. What you want to do? Get over there. He beat him 4 or 5 years ago. He beat Kell Brook, even if he wanted to rematch Kell Brook at 54. He beat him 5-6 years ago. Danny Garcia, by the time boxing started up, it would have been almost 2 years that he beat him. You know what I'm saying? So just time to move up and do different things. It's time before Shawn get too old. It's time for Shawn to become a 2-time champion. And people say, how's that going to happen? Well, eventually when Male unify the division, they're going to make him move up. That's why they're talking about making Maul move up. All these dudes is about to move up. So Shawn Porter, he need to be more ambitious on trying to be at least a 2-weight division title holder. By the time he try to be a 2-weight division title holder, he going to be old, way old and past his prime. It's time for him to move on. And like I said, if they give him no rematches immediately and they say, well, you can get the Keith Thurman rematch when boxing start back up, I get it. But what does it mean? Did you beat him for a world championship? No. Did you beat him when Keith Thurman was at his best? No. It's just for closure. People still gonna say Keith had the better win. If you beat Kell Brook now, you move up. They gonna still say Kell beat you when it mattered the most. If you beat Earl again, oh man, Earl before the accident, he was dogging you. Can't win for losing. It's time for Porter to fish for another championship in another division. And Wood made a video. Oh, you can't tell people when to move up. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Everybody can see it in Errol Spence's face that if you know boxing, he cutting too much weight. What motherfucker only drink 26 ounces of water a day in camp? Is that motherfucking healthy? You say you a nurse. You tell me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker so bothered by people's opinion. His big ass need to move up right with Shawn Porter. They been at the welterweight division long enough. This ain't no Hagler shit. They started off at 54, 60, 75, 68. Hagler ain't start off at no fucking 75 and move back down to 60. You know what I'm saying? No shit like that, man. But everybody gonna have their opinion about this shit, man. But like I said before, if he can't get a world championship fight, it's time to move on up like the Jeffersons, dog. And that's just my opinion on it, man. He was an elite competitor, elite participant at the welterweight division, but he came up short time and time again. And when he came up big, Danny Garcia still didn't want to rematch him because, whatever reason it was, he just didn't bring the bacon. So if he go to 54, he may instantly be the most popular fighter at 54. He may be the cash cow at 54, Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? Shawn Porter may be the cash cow at 54. Who more popular than Shawn? Ain't none of them niggas been on pay-per-view. So Shawn might move up and be the A-side. You know what I'm saying? He may move up and be the Kell Brook. Remember, Kell Brook was Jared Hurd wanted to fight him. Everybody wanted to fight him. Tony Harrison called him out, willing to go to the UK. 54 is just dying for a cash cow to come in and start a pot. And Shawn Porter, you know, it sounds funny, but Shawn Porter could be the cash cow at 54. And don't forget, Shawn Porter's style is tailor-made to beat taller fighters. A lot of them dudes up there, they not complete fighters. You know, they not. So, like I continue to say, it may be the best time for Shawn Porter to move up. Beat Danny before he move up. Beat Earl before he move up. And if you beat them to world championships, or you may fuck around and get those rematches down the line in a new weight class. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or all social media links in the description. You got business question, inquiry, response, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash out, PayPal in the description. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what you feel in the comment section. Don't forget, check out the channel out. Motor City Sports Talk for everything Detroit. We gone.